Hello, good evening, you guys. I decided to go and come on early so I can cook, and I got another assignment to do. And I just want to say I got an A plus on my essay that I worked on all last night. Okay. I got an A plus, a 100. Okay. That philosophy class, surprisingly, I'm doing very good. My average is an A in American history. U.S. history. Philosophy, on the other hand, I gotta have it though. Philosophy is one of those classes that I'm gonna have to constantly take because my degree, I'm getting a law degree. So I mean it's classes that is required. So but hey, I guess I've been doing a lot of critical thinking. I think for me, I've just gotten so used to investigating. That's it. That's all my brain kind of centers around. And now I'm having to really, and which I think I had gotten all of that figured out. But hey, oh, and I got something to tell you guys that I am doing. I cannot wait to share it. And I'm gonna need all of you all to make sure. Tyranny, I'm gonna need your support. I have an announcement that I'm going to make about something. So aside from I hate when I can't be on here as much, but y'all know I worked through the day. I was off for a couple days, and they were sending me cases when I was off. I never gotten cases on my off day. Oh my God, Jessica! Okay, she said, "Hey, Miss T Hope, Jessica, would you like to come up and talk about it?" Oh my God, y'all, that is Jessica. She said, "I would like to invite you out to my Dimes Giving Fest. I would love to. When is? Would you like to come up here and talk about it? I'll send you the link, or just let me know if you want to and talk about what you all are giving out." Yeah, Jessica is so pretty. She's very pretty. She's a Memphis girl that made it out of you know what I was thinking about, Jessica? I was thinking about you one day when I was thinking about a program to create, because I think about your story and like how your story started out. Then you got on okay. And then you ended up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Then you have a love story where you get married and you have children. Totally, like, I mean, I just, it was such a, I was thinking about that. I was like, wow, like, I think young ladies, I think young ladies would need to pay attention to, okay, maybe Friday. Y'all do know who Jessica is, right? I'm gonna show you all who she is. Listen, I was happy when Jessica, oh my God, look at them.
Well, we've been together. We've been knowing each other what?
Over
12 years.
Yeah, about
Your
12
mama
years.
taught me.
Your mama was his teacher?
Oh, this is the perfect love story.
It is. Seriously, like, we've been going back and forth for a while.
Yeah, your,
But right
your
now,
name
is that real now?
It's just us.
It's real now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Like my other half.
Shout out to Jessica. That's her husband. Her husband played in the NBA. He's a Memphian also. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I loved it when Jessica went to Love and Hip Hop, because I ain't gonna even tell no stories now. Jocelyn was bullying. She said he is the yin to my yang. Those kids are so beautiful. Listen, Jessica, listen, God is so good. Listen, y'all, I got so much stuff that I have going on right now. I'm this being in school and stuff. Working on my degree has really on my law degree has really. I love them too, but because I got my head is all over the place. I loved it when Jessica went to Love and Hip Hop, right? Because Jocelyn Hernandez, she was bullying a lot of the girls around. Okay, she was liking to bully a lot of them around. She was fighting them, and I remember that. I remember when Jessica walked up in there and she was like, "I heard you was looking for me." I was like, "That's a Memphis girl. Jocelyn is not getting ready to be bullying her." Jessica said, "Yeah." She put that purse up there. She said, "Yeah, I heard you was looking for me." Jocelyn didn't try Jessica too much. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Cause see, she would come up in there and bully folks and hit folks. She'll just hit them. Boom. I was like, dog, Jocelyn be knocking the hell out of them girls on there. When Jessica came up in there and put that purse down and said, "Yeah, I heard you was looking for me," Jocelyn wasn't on that type of time. I said, "Yeah, okay, that's a Memphis girl for real, okay? We real proud of you. I'm proud of you, Jessica. I really am." I was like, I don't give a damn what they be saying. But nobody ever had anything to say because she was always down there. If you didn't see Jessica going back and like instigating or anything like that, okay? We didn't see her instigating anything like that. Jessica, have you put out any new music? She said, "Yes, I dropped on my YouTube." Okay, let's look at that right quick. Y'all know I like promoting. Let's see. Let's look at her YouTube and look at her. I saw where you dropped 2 months ago. Let's see. Here it is right here. Let's look at that. You working with drama? Listen, I ain't gonna even tell no lies. I like drama. I like Drama Boy work. I do. I like Drama's work a lot. Drama has done. I don't think that Drama gets the props that he should get because Drama make a lot of hard beats. I think he should be up there, and he is up there. But you know, Drama does a lot of good work. He has helped to put a lot of people on with his, with his beats and stuff.
Do it count? If I try to go make it before I take it? Either way, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The bitch that talk the loudest, self-esteem is the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The nigga that talk the most shit, bank account be the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. Thinking back to the times I was rocking them rhinestones, doing whatever it took to make it look like I'm on. Now I'm up, BBS hitting hard as Stone Cold. Sporting, I admit it, all my new shit rose gold. Hustling from city to city, by any means gotta get it. We ponytail under the fitted, bankroll tucked under the titty. Set a couple trees up, I admit it. Wouldn't change it, fuck how you feeling. Tried so hard to be an angel, but plenty times had to play the villain. I was on a money-making mission. Wish I still had all my day ones with me. Don't wait too late to listen. Come pay attention. If you can't buy it twice, think twice before you spend it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The bitch that talk the loudest, self-esteem is the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The nigga that talk the most shit, bank account be the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. Nobody told you pretty girls how to be cute. Why the ugly bitches sucking, fucking cooking too? Take it from a real one, need to fix your attitude. Go get you some money, buy yourself that Birkin boo. Some of these IG models clueless. Stomach growling while they twerk on live looking foolish. Seeking attention, trying to get flued out to some new dick. I see now, just gotta write the book, put the movie out, cause y'all just don't know. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The bitch that talk the loudest, self-esteem is the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's how you end up the brokest. The nigga that talk the most shit, bank account be the lowest. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it. I done been through all the phases, gotta fake it till you make it.
Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica, do you mind if when I come to your fest, do you mind if I bring my camera out there so that I can record what you're doing and then I can interview you? I could interview you out there. What do you think? Tell me. If you say I can do it, I'll do it. If you say you don't want me to do it, I understand. That's fire. Y'all make sure y'all support Jessica, Memphis's own. She went and turned Love and Hip Hop Atlanta up. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. She turned Love and Hip Hop up, okay? Because it took Jessica to put Jocelyn Hernandez in her place. Okay. Shout out to Jessica. I like that. I like that a lot. So where are you all going to be doing it at, Jessica? Where's your dime feast going to be at? The name of that, you said, what's the name of her song? The name of that song is Fake It. Jessica Dime, Fake It. My uncle's Memphis Slim Museum. Soulsville. Okay. Jessica, where did your mom teach school at? What area did she teach school at? Was it in South Memphis or North Memphis? They mainly move a lot of teachers around and stuff. Now they kind of just move them around a lot. Oh, okay. She was teaching at White Station. White Station has always been a really nice school. It has. White Station has. It really still is. But you know, they be changing the name of schools and stuff a lot. She taught Sean and Young Dolph. Oh my God! So did she teach at Hamilton at one time? Because I know Dolph had gone to Hamilton. He might have went to White Station too. But I know he went to Hamilton High School. That's where she was the most. Okay, so she taught Young Dolph at Hamilton. Yeah, shout out to rest in peace to Young Dolph. Okay, rest in peace to Young Dolph, the paper route boss. You know, I rest in peace to Young Dolph, Memphis's own. I'd be really proud of. Yep, that's where she made the most impact. Yeah. It's something about South Memphis and that's because I grew up in South Memphis. I talk about that all the time. Like, even when I'm out working in those areas and stuff, I'm always reminded she was like a woman, Joe Clark. And she taught your husband. She taught your husband and she taught Young Dolph. I tell you. I'm so glad you're doing a dime feast, Jessica. Now, Jessica, the last time I was looking at you on Tasha K's interview, I saw where you were starting like your own reality show or something. It was like, I forget what it was. Did you all ever get the production going with that? He said, Kansas City Chief says, yes, Funky Town. Okay, it's called The Mint. Okay. You working on season 2? Okay, so where can we see that at then? What channel is that on? Where can we see season 1 at? I'm helping girls that dance get out of the club. Yeah. Well, that's good. On Now, that's TV. It's called That's TV. Like if they have talent in other venture, I'm trying to guide them like I did. Okay. Okay, I like that. Do you find it like hard to do that? Well, I think once the young ladies are able to tap into other talents and stuff, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. I think when it's hard, it's because when people have the mindset, this is all I got. So they become scared. Like, I don't know nothing else outside of this. But once they start tapping into, I got other talents, I'm good at this. I can really invest in and making something of myself and doing like their God-given talent. That's when they become extremely confident. That's when it becomes easy. It starts to become easy. And everybody has a God-given talent, whether they know it or not. They just have to tap into it. I'm so glad Jessica stopped by. I can't wait to see what you and Drama Boy gonna drop. Shout out to Drama Boy. I saw Drama Boy had put up one of my videos. Yes, ma'am. They just need guidance. They are definitely scared. It's other ways out though. I was scared too, but God, I'm telling you, there are definitely other ways out. There are. Once that mindset change, everything else follows. Everything else starts to follow. So I'm glad that you're doing that, Jessica. Yes, I need your contact so we can plan a time for me to come up tomorrow or Friday. Okay. So do I need to send it to you on can I send it to you in your like DM? I'm old school. Now I got an Instagram, but do you have like a Facebook page that you handle? Or I could send it to you on Instagram, but I mean, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Real Talk. I'm gonna follow you. Too. I'm going to pull up your Instagram page while you're on here right quick so you can see me doing it. Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow Jessica. Her the name of her page is I Am Down Dime Piece. This is her right here. I'm getting ready to show you guys. Jessica, I'm getting ready to follow you. I might already follow you. I'm already following you. So I'm gonna send you a message. So I already do follow you. I should have known I did because I was looking at pictures of your kids and stuff. Okay, so I already follow you and I'm getting ready to send you a message. Okay, I just sent it to you, Jessica, and I sent you my personal phone number. I hope you get it because I've been following you. You all make sure you all hit the like button. Go and follow Jessica. Thanks for the love chat. Everyone is invited to Dimes Giving Fest. Thanks, Miss T. Talk to you soon, Jessica. Love you. Talk to you later. Shout out to Jessica. Make sure y'all go follow her, support her, and we got to support her Dime Fest. Okay? And I'm going to be out there recording. Okay, you guys. I wanted to talk about Tony Allen was arrested. I think Tony Allen was a basketball. He used to play for the Grizzlies. Okay, he was one of the star players at the Grizzlies. And what's your IG before I go? I'm looking. It's Real Talk with. It's WIT. Real Talk with Tamara. TAMARA. But it's WIT and not WITH. Real Talk with WIT Tamara. TAMARA. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I just confirmed it. Okay, I got it. I just accepted your request. Thank you, Jessica. Shout out to Jessica Dime. Peace for coming through. She was one of the stars on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And she is Memphis's own. And she's doing Jessica, she's doing a Dimes Giving Feast. So that's wonderful. I love it when a lot of the people in Memphis give back. I love that. What I want to say about 201 Poplar. Oh, and I had an experience today, you guys. Like, y'all know I'm always up really early. Law enforcement is very active. Okay, law enforcement is very active out there in the Memphis streets. Law enforcement is very active in the Memphis streets. Okay, and they've been just arresting. Okay, they've been getting people warrants, and hey, they said that the clerk's office be so filled up with people getting their tags because, you know, they're pulling folks over. It's not easy to just go steal a car and ride around Memphis just like it's your car for years now, because they're running tags, and so they can't just joyride like they was and just go and steal cars like they was doing. Well, I had an experience this morning, so I'm minding my own business, and I hear somebody hit my door. Okay, y'all know my puppies and stuff start barking. I never would have expected it, right? So my puppies and stuff start barking. I'm like, I know nobody should be hitting my door at like 7:15, 7:20 in the morning. So I look at my camera and stuff, like I see all of these guys like in army fatigue uniform with long big weapons in their hands, right? And then I hear police, get down. And then I was on the phone with Alabama Hitter, right? Alabama Hitter actually, I called him yesterday, actually called me back early this morning because he know I'd be up early. And he could hear them. I mean, they just making all these commands. And so I'm looking, and there are like 2 National Guards standing in front of my door, standing in front of the Asian lady door. And they just standing there, okay, while the others are making commands, okay? And then I hear boom. I'm like, oh my God, they're shooting. Like I thought it was like a shootout or something. But they actually went in on these little young guys, okay? And it was, when I looked outside, I see all of the army, like they had like the army truck and all these black cars with lights, like 50 of them. So I could hear that one of the little dudes saying, "Man, I mean, did y'all have to do it like that?" He said, "We told y'all to open this motherfucker up." I mean, he was like, "But you didn't give us time." I mean, they just knocked the door in or whatever. So I don't know what those guys got going on, but I don't know what they got going on, but they had them and their girlfriends and all of that laid out. Now they got some real beautiful cars, but I mean, I don't mean nothing. I mean, as far as I know, they work hard just like everybody else. The last thing I heard was one of the military guys say, "Your relative is your problem." That's what I heard him say, because y'all know my dogs and stuff was barking, but I was like, oh my God, they was out spinning early, like real early. Shit, I was just trying to drink my damn coffee. And they kicking doors in, and it's just weird because it's just weird because our community is gated, and I don't know. I don't know how they got in, because I don't know. Okay. Maybe it was already planned or whatever, but they brought them out in their bloomers and draws. All I can say, they had on their bloomers and draws, as the old folks would say, and laid them out, stretched them out. So I don't know. I guess that's just, I got to see them in action in real time, like, and they rose deep. Like I said, it was like 50, and I guess they was standing in front of our doors with those rifles. I guess they hit our door to let us know don't come out or something. I don't know. I don't know what them little boys over there doing, but they went over in there and got them. Only because the feds are here now. So I was telling my mama, I said, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Where I'm at is nothing but medical students, mainly. And I don't, anyways, they active. They are, I told y'all, one of my friends said that one of my friends said that they had the matter bus pulled over. I hollered. He said they had the matter bus. They pulled the damn matter bus over. I guess because the matter bus was going too fast or something. They pulled the matter bus over. I said, ain't this some shit? They really, Lord have mercy. But that was something, child. The only thing I could say is, how at first people were saying that they was, gonna buck back if they came to their door, whatever. Y'all, just, the only thing I could tell you is I got the opportunity to see it firsthand. If they tell you to open the door, open it, because if you don't open it, they're gonna knock it in. And just, if you got weapons in your house, whether they're illegal or not, just make sure you are far away from those weapons and put your hands up, okay? Ask questions after they see that you don't have anything in your hand. That'll save you a lot of trouble. And yeah, just comply, because from what I saw this morning, they rolled so deep. I promise you, it's about 50. They had the whole area like filled up, like, and all of them had weapons in their hands. So it just, You know how you get to looking at. I know you have a lot of people that have looked at those Rambo movies, and they live in a fairy tale world, and they feel like, well, I'm gonna shoot back, and that's gonna be the last time you shoot. So just comply, and if they're wrong, be proactive and figuring out what you can do about them kicking your door in and they were wrong, because there are laws against that. Be proactive, don't be stupid. That's all I can say. Just be proactive. Okay. If they are wrong, if they are not wrong, and you living dirty or whatever, just comply so that you could live to see another day, because I don't know how nobody could ever go against nothing like that. Okay, that was the whole damn army that they had out there. Shit, I said, I don't know what the rest of them at, because they couldn't have been, because all of them was out there this morning. All of them. It's 2 Tennessee state troopers that sit on 55 right at the state line every morning. They are wasting time. They need to be in the city. Yeah, they need to be in the city, because here's the thing. If they're sitting there every morning, what they're doing is, I guess people are going to work. So why would you want to mess with the people that are actively getting up every morning, going to work? That's what was pissing me off. It's too many people that's committing all types of crimes and stuff to be messing with law-abiding citizens. Now, they say they want to catch people that don't, have driver's licenses. Well, how do you know that somebody might not have a driver's license? They getting their stuff back on track. They got to pay a fee. So they getting up, going to work every morning so that they can get their fee paid. Hell, if you pull and tow their car, if you take them to jail, so now you put them back at ground zero. Okay, you put them back at ground zero. If people are trying to work and people going to work every day, why would you want to mess with them? Okay, why would you want to mess with them? That's defeating the purpose. Hell, why would you come into a city to mess with the law-abiding citizens? I thought they supposed to been bringing their asses up in here to try and stop the ones that are out here committing all types of crimes. And let me just say this, because I had a case over in the Ridgecrest, okay? And that was about 2 weeks ago. I had to go 2 days that week. I went over there. And I know they say they have people standing out and stuff all the time. First of all, they almost didn't let me up in there. I sat at their gate for a long time with them questioning me. Who, why, what, when, where. And she still almost didn't open it. And so when I did get in, it was nobody really standing out, right? It was nobody. You saw like the people that work on the property and stuff around, but you don't see, because they have security over there also. They have their own security over there in the Ridgecrest. I didn't see, I didn't, but it could have been because it was in the daytime, but I didn't see people standing out or anything like that. And not one time did I feel like scared or nothing. I got on and did what I need to do and went back and I they are out here in Fraser on horses. So they out there, they got the horses out in Fraser. Lord Jesus. Well, at least all the ones that would steal the horses they're not coming out. So I tell you. It says, well, if South Haven haven't caught you, your license is good. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I heard some guys say that they hassling them so bad in Memphis. They talking about moving to Mississippi. It's bad when they talking about moving to Mississippi, because all of the criminals tries to stay out of Mississippi. They will not come down there to Mississippi. They will not do it. So when they talking about fleeing to Mississippi, it's pretty bad. They talking about fleeing to Mississippi, it's pretty bad. I tell you. Lord have mercy. It's got to be bad when they're talking about leaving Memphis and going to Mississippi. I'm talking about the criminals because they try to stay as far away from Mississippi as they can because of how strict they are down there in Mississippi. They absolutely do not play. Now they're saying that the National Guard is going to be in Memphis for at least a year. It's going to be in Memphis for at least a year. So, I wonder what's going to happen after they leave. But by the time they leave, that everybody will be riding, that won't be riding dirty no more. I guess they hurry up and get their licenses. But there's no reason though for people not to have their driver's licenses because, I mean, if you owe for child support, what you need to do is go down there and they have payment plans. It's a blogger on here I know is holding onto his weave, hoping that they do not grab him up and ride on his back like a horse. What's up, the Alabama hitter? What's up, Miss Kawana and Pumpkin Pooh? I tell you. Lord have mercy. So, y'all, they're crowded down there at 201 Poplar. I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. Let me just say this. It's not the chief jailer's fault that it is crowded. Now, I gotta say this, okay? Because I don't know, the chief jailer that they have now, Chief Fields of the jail. I've always been very fond of Chief Fields. Okay, I've always liked him. Chief Fields has he's always had a very likable personality. He's been there for a very long time, and he was just an easygoing dude. Okay, he was an easygoing dude. When Chief Fields, he made captain. Then when he was chief inspector, he came into work into our office with when I was working for Chief Moore. And then from chief inspector, I think he went from chief inspector to, he might have went from chief inspector to chief jailer. Because I don't know if he was ever assistant chief. He went from chief inspector to either chief jailer or to assistant. Either, it don't matter where. But I've always liked Kirk. Okay, I've always liked Kirk. Kirk was always very nice to me. Hey, people have had their opinions. I don't know what opinions they could have of Kirk because I worked in the office with Kirk. I never saw Kirk trying to put that, trying to what's the word, that like set traps and stuff for people. I never saw him do that. Okay. I never saw that. Okay. What I do know is that Kirk believed in the chain of command, right? I don't know if he has a open door policy or anything now, but he liked the chain of command. Okay. And he'd like for them to go through the process of, from if you can't get no satisfaction with the sergeant, go to the lieutenant, to the captain, to the chief inspector, assistant chief, and then he would be the last resort, right? And so I think that if people have any issues with Kirk or any issues, right, it would probably be that, okay? Because I do know the chain of command process can, when you start going through the chain of command, that starts when you having issues, and some of those folks can be real dirty. It gives them the opportunity to try and taint the thought process of the end result, which would be him or to start a retaliation type situation. Okay. Now, I've heard, regardless of what folks say, I never saw Kirk as any of those things. He was never disrespectful. He never tried anything out of the way with me. He was always a very nice guy. I said that to say this, okay? I don't know what these bitches done told Kirk on me. Lord forgive me for cussing, okay? But I saw Kirk because I've always had a real good relationship with Kirk as far as like a work in relationship. But I have not worked for the sheriff's office in a long time. But he was always cool. I always really liked him. And so I saw him because I had to go do an interview. I had to go and take a statement from somebody, from an inmate. And when I was going to the interrogation room, I saw him and I spoke to him and he spoke back, but it was kind of dry, right? So it just kind of made me think maybe somebody had told Kirk something, okay? Because I ain't never said nothing bad about Kirk because I actually like him, okay? I've never even allowed, regardless of what, this platform would not be a platform to speak illy of Kirk. And so I felt a certain way about that because I think I've been very, I think I've shown a lot of loyalty as it relates to Kirk. Okay. I'm talking about by not being slanderous or anything. Now, I said all that to say this. Because I know people say, well, she don't want to say this. Hell no. I'm going to tell you right now. When I like people, I don't talk bad about them. Well, they wrong. Okay. Well, I'll tell them they wrong, but I don't get on. I don't talk about people when I like them. I don't talk bad about them. If I say something to them, it'll be to them. I'm not going to get on here and do it. You know how some people, I just keep it real and I get on it. No, I'm not going to do that when I like people, and I'm not ashamed about it. People try to make you feel bad when you like people and you don't talk bad about them. To me, I feel like that's the issue. Folks don't have loyalty no more. You can't convince me that you like me if you're going to talk bad about me, especially if you're going to get on a platform and do it. I'm old school, okay? That's that I am. So don't ever expect for me, I don't care what the consensus is, to ever go against anybody that I like. Okay, that's not how I work, right? I'm the last of a dying breed. I know, because loyalty is extinct these days. Okay, but there's nothing to hide with Kirk, because when you start talking about the jail is overcrowded. Okay, now when I started talking about his jailers, I hope Kirk wasn't mad at me about that, because he know them, a lot of them jailers that they are hiring ain't no damn good. Okay, like a lot of the new ones. Okay, they come in there, they be going with inmates. It be all in the news. So surely he's not mad at me about what they're already putting in the news. Now, when they talk about the jail is overcrowded, that's not his fault. Hell, he's not the one out there arresting the people. When they arrest these folks, they have to take them to 201 Poplar, right? The folks been begging for a new jail forever. The jail is about to fall on top of their heads. It's old. Okay? That's not his fault. You have to hold it at the feet of the county commissioners, because why do they not feel like the safety of the jailers is important? If the damn jail cells won't lock, hey, that's the issue, because you supposed to think about the damn safety of the people that they hire to watch these inmates. Okay, a lot of these inmates are off of their rockers. They come in there, they crazy, they're off of their meds, and you can't handle a crazy person because they be cock strong. Okay, so you got a lot of women that are manning these pods and they're short. It ain't his fault that they short. If a person say, I don't want this job no more, that's not Kirk's fault. People don't want to work. They want to get welfare and food stamps. Why you quit your job? Because I get more welfare sitting at home. Folks will say that. I quit my job because it's too stressful to go work. I can sit at home and get welfare. okay? Or something else, okay? So, I mean, what they can do is they can go before the county commissioners and say, listen, why don't we pay the jailers more? If the jailers are not getting paid more, we already know a lot of damn fools go up into the Shelby County jail. All the damn fools go up in there, drunk and high and all. Okay, until they calm down. Then the county commissioners, the sheriff and the chief jailer can go and say, listen, based on this, and that, we want to keep people and we want to get people that are suitable, that we can that are reliable. We need, okay. Hey KP, what we need to do is we need to take their salary up. That's the only way you're going to get people that's reliable, right? So, because who going to go and work in a jail where they getting piss and shit thrown in their face for crumbs? Because they will. I worked in the sheriff's office long enough where I saw where it happened to a girl. An inmate got mad at her, okay? An inmate got mad at her. That's why, when folks get on here and we start talking about where they said that an inmate is suing because a jailer did something to him. He said the jailer hit him. Okay. What he do to the jailer? Because I was working for the sheriff's office when a girl had to go and get counseling. Okay. A jailer, because the inmate got mad at her and he was pooping and peeing in his cup. They said the other inmate said he had been peeing and pooping in that cup and letting it sit in there, that old dookie and pee. Okay. And he was letting it fill up. He had her in mind. He was mad at her. He said that he was doing it and he wanted to be that old poop and that old pee because he knew when it filled up to the top, because he was mad at her, he was gonna throw it in her face, and that's what he did. Okay. So, I don't promote violence, but a lot of these people that be wanting to go against law enforcement because they can't keep their asses out of jail. Hell, if you don't like the police, what you need to do is you need to stop robbing, stealing, and killing. Okay. And then, therefore, when the police wrongs you, you got a leg to stand on. A lot of these folks get mad at the police because the police is stopping them from selling drugs on the corner. It's illegal to sell crack rocks on the corner, okay? If ain't nobody told you, I'm telling you, you can't sell crack rocks, okay? But now people have such an entitlement about themselves. Man, I hate them bitch ass police officers. Why you hate them? Man, they know I gotta eat. They took me to jail. They made me get off the corner. Well, now the police don't want to. The Memphis police don't want to take you to jail. If Memphis police take you to jail, you really made them. You gotta almost jump in the back of their car and tell them, motherfucker, you better take me, and I mean you better take me. That's the only way you're gonna go. So if Memphis police take you to jail, you basically wanted to go. Okay, they just didn't have no choice because you got to almost jump in the back of their car to go, because they ain't gonna stop. They ain't heard nothing, they ain't seen nothing, don't want to see nothing. Okay, so when their lieutenants get on their asses and tell them, you better keep that corner clean. Now they have, some of these folks have such an entitlement about themselves. Man, them police officers took me to jail. They trying to stop me from eating. They don't want me to sell my crack rocks. They think that they're supposed to, they hate the police because they feel like they're supposed to be able to stand on the corner with all the little kids watching them in the neighborhood and sell their crack rocks. Okay. So now they mad at the police and want to file a lawsuit. Y'all, this is how twisted a lot of these folks' minds are. Okay. Their minds is twisted. Okay. So anyways, with the jail being crowded, okay, I know I done went all over the place, y'all. I be studying a lot, so y'all have to excuse me if my brain bounced from one thing to another. I've been stressed out a little bit lately because that philosophy class been whooping my ass, okay? So, anyways, they're saying that the jail is crowded, and now what they're getting ready to do is uncrowd. So they had a counselor who said that she quit. Okay, the counselor says that she quit, and she says that that the jail is so crowded that people allegedly, okay, is sitting down there in intake for 2 weeks at a time. All right. So they're just sitting in their chair down there because they ain't got nowhere to put them. Well, I mean, how is that the chief jailer's fault if you got law enforcement, you got the National Guard, they're constantly arresting people. And when they arrest them, they take them to the Shelby County Jail. All they can do, hello, I am speaking. All they can do is try to house them or send them in a chair. Okay, so that's not his fault. That it's not. So I don't want people to say, well, that's illegal. Well, I mean, they're arresting folks. Okay, the National Guard is arresting people. So they're saying, the sheriff is saying they're going to be moved out of 201 Poplar because they're overcrowded. Let's listen to this.
Inmates housed in the Shelby County Jail will be moved to other facilities as the county tries to mitigate overcrowding. This comes after the arrest of 2,000 people by the Memphis Safe Task Force. Some of these inmates could be going to other parts of the state, which brings another host of issues. WREG Shay Arthur sat down with the sheriff this afternoon to talk about the process and the current state of the jail.
My biggest fear is
Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner acknowledges there are major problems at the aging jail. Infrastructure is outdated. It's short-staffed. Now add to the already mounting problem, hundreds of added arrests from the Memphis Safe Task Force. We took the concerns we've heard from you to the sheriff.
We've been hearing a lot of people talk about intake problems, people sleeping in chairs, fights breaking out, access to proper hygiene, access to phones. I mean, they're talking about just basic human needs here. Exactly. What's your response to that?
Well, the intake numbers, you said, I don't shy away from it. 221 men that were down at 201 in the intake area. It's just, quite frankly, more coming in than are going out.
For the last month, there's been more than a dozen different federal and state agencies in the city. Hundreds have added boots on the ground, making arrests.
When we were notified that the surge was going to occur, we started talking to the National Marshal Services, telling them that we weren't prepared for this, but we couldn't stop it and we couldn't delay it. They said it was going to happen. And so now we've been scrambling for a month now, trying to get contracts signed and going back and forth with attorneys.
Just recently, the sheriff says he signed an agreement with the state of Tennessee to try to alleviate the burden on the overcrowded jail.
We're in the process now of trying to get some inmates moved.
300 inmates will be moved.
Our problem is, and this is what many people don't realize, we are a pretrial facility. So we can't put pretrial inmates with convicted inmates. So that's been the problem over the last few weeks about moving prisoners to various locations.
Some could be at the local Mark Luttrell Correctional Facility in Memphis, but others could be housed much further.
That's some of the problem, logistics, because we need them to be close enough to where their families, their lawyers can talk to them, where we can get them back and forth to court. So it's going to be a challenge for us even more. It's going to be a bigger strain on our agency.
Could it be going hours away, or are we talking within?
No, we're hours. It could be hours away. So,
as far as Knoxville?
No, not as far as Knoxville. I hope not. But we're trying to stay at least middle West Tennessee.
Another contract was just signed for 150 inmates to be housed locally at a building in Shelby County. The sheriff says right now he's citing security reasons for not naming that location. For your news leader, Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, lots of issues to still work out there, and the sheriff expects inmates to start being moved by the latter part of this week or the beginning of next week.
That's terrible. But I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, the jail only can hold what the jail can hold. Um, the federal entities are here. They're out sweeping the streets up. But here's the thing about that. I know people say, well, they're getting the folks off the street, but I mean, if they're arresting people and it's a revolving door, it's a bunch of mess. I mean, that's just a waste of time, and it's just keeping the jail crowded for no reason at all. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at this. Hold on, y'all. They said the Tennessee Highway Patrol. They chasing somebody through a neighborhood.
New at 10, neighbors say they need help after a chase plowed through multiple yards in Memphis' French Fort Historical District.
These chases are happening more often. I'm Stephanie Skurlock, and questions now surround not only what caused this chase, but who will pay for the damages. WREG's Brian Ditlake has been working this story. And Brian, these neighbors in French Fort want some answers.
Stephanie, Greg, that is absolutely correct. We spoke with Marvin Housley, who says that his area doesn't typically see this type of police activity, but to not only see it, but to see the damage caused by it, he says he needs answers.
I was watching Spider-Man, and I was like, wait a minute. Spider-Man commercials, it just came on. Commercials just came on while I'm still hearing sirens.
Marvin Housley didn't need his spidey senses to figure out something was wrong. His wife was sounding the alarm, rushing in to share the news that a police chase had just went through their backyard. Surveillance footage catching a white truck cruising past Housley's back door over the weekend. And right behind the pickup, several state troopers.
It was a slow chase, too, I mean, because they were only doing like 10, 15 miles an hour. He had his flashes on.
Slow but costly because the chase caused significant damage.
According to neighbors, the chase first went through another neighbor's yard into Housley's backyard, and the damage is still seen today with a fence post that is clearly misplaced from where it's supposed to be, but placing it back down, you also see other damage like different ruts in the ground from multiple vehicles, from the suspect's vehicle as well as Tennessee Highway Patrol state troopers. And with dozens and dozens of fencing now again misplaced, neighbors are asking, who's going to pay for all of this?
They just need to be more careful about, destroying people's property. And then not necessarily never responding, because we haven't really reached out to anybody. We're trying to find out who we need to reach out to.
Questions we're now asking: how did the chase start and who pays for the damage? We reached out to both the Memphis Safe Task Force and Tennessee Highway Patrol, and we're still waiting for answers. The same night of the incident, WRG cameras caught what appears to be the same white pickup surrounded by FBI and state troopers along E.H. Crump between Ida B. Wells and South 3rd. We don't know if the two incidents are related, but confirmation would raise even more questions as Housley continues to look for answers.
He needs a new fence, I need some sod, and we need some peace of mind back over again.
Now, Housley hopes anyone watching this can help him and his neighbors get answers so they can start, the next process, which of course is rebuilding their backyards. But for now, we are live here in the French Fort Historical District. Brian Ditlake for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Oh, wow. Hold on, you guys. I want to talk about former NBA star Tony Allen. They're saying that he was arrested for drugs, allegedly. Okay, let's see what they're saying with him.
Charges tonight. Sheriff's deputies arrested him today during a traffic stop. The officers say they smelled marijuana and found some during their search. Investigators also say they found cocaine. Allen was riding in the car with a man named William Hatton. Both men now face multiple charges.
Are you worried about wild market swings as you near retirement? Did you know that you can now invest in the stock market and have downside protection? I'm Brian White with Century Financial. We'll help you retire, and
I tell you. I tell you, they in they were over in, they said Poinsett, Arkansas. Yes, this is going to get longer. Y'all make sure you all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, y'all, I tell you, it's something out there in the streets of Memphis. I forgot to put on there. They had a judge had given a court order for President Trump. Now they're not playing at all to give people their SNAP benefits. When I saw that order, I said, when has Trump ever obeyed a order? Okay. When has he ever obeyed an order? And so they're saying that he's saying now that he's going to give partial benefits. So listen, hey, my prayer is for all of us, child, because groceries is not nothing nice in the group. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I went to Walmart today and I found some beef broth and chicken broth for $1. And I picked up quite a bit of them because y'all know the Christmas and Thanksgiving coming up. They got them on sale at the Walmart for $1. Okay. I like to cook almost everything, all of my meats and stuff, in either chicken broth or beef broth. If I'm doing a roast in beef broth. They said Trump is hard-headed, I tell you. They said now he wants to do something to Venezuela. He wants to start a war in Venezuela. Child, he said, because they trafficking drugs from Venezuela to the United States. Lord have mercy. Miss T, you see, Mississippi just turned to a blue state. If Mississippi is a blue state, I've never known Mississippi to be a blue state. Tennessee is right along the lines of Mississippi because Tennessee has always been a red state. I'm trying to think, has Tennessee ever been turned blue? Because I don't know if Tennessee was even turned blue when Obama when Obama was but if Mississippi is blue, that's record breaking, I'm telling you. But didn't the Nobel Prize winner from Venezuela donate her prize to his yep. Yep. Yep, KP. Yeah, she did. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. It says they probably never been hungry. So yeah, it's a lot going on. I tell you, it is. It's a lot going on. But my prayer is that people are able to get what they need. You know, God knows that there is a need. Oh Lord, God knows that there is a need. He said, "Uneffing real." God knows that there is a need, and I know that God will supply all of our needs, because there it really is, y'all. We really gotta just prepare. I was like, Lord, we all throw away money that we don't need to throw away. I think these are critical times where we really need to just be saving. you know, because yeah, we really need to be saving. I had already made up my mind. I was like, um, as far as my girls, I'm definitely going to budget, because I was like, why do I get them all those clothes and stuff, you know, for Christmas when they're grown, and then they still don't, they buy themselves so much stuff they don't even be knowing where half of this stuff it is. So I think we got to be extremely smart, um because it's the thought that counts. I'm looking at it in that terms. Hell, this is the thought that counts. They ought to be glad that I'm getting them something. The way they gets on my nerve, especially my oldest daughter. She almost didn't make the Christmas list this year with the way she done got on my nerves. Exactly. Mississippi isn't blue, just 2 seats flipped in the Senate. Oh, okay. You all, if you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button, okay? Make sure you guys please do like, share, and subscribe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I want to say this. I appreciate everybody that's been praying for me while I'm taking these classes, because, like I said, I thought that I would do really well. I was like, I'm going to ace my philosophy class because it was something that I wanted to do. I was excited about taking that philosophy. That philosophy class has fish filleted me, has skinned me side to side. And my history class, everything that I do in that class, I did an essay, a long essay that had me stressed out. That's why I didn't come on last night. I made a 100, okay, a 100. And with my philosophy, hell, I turned in an assignment, and right, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just the assignment, like the terms that she put it in. Like I understand when you're reading philosophy, it's like it's almost like in law terms. Like you have to learn how to read this stuff in the way that it is written and all that. So my brain has to be unscrambled. I was looking at some other courses. I was telling my advisor, I was like, I don't want to take another philosophy class next semester. Let's spread them out, shit, because I mess around and been there, had a nervous breakdown with the philosophy. But I think my philosophy teacher just gives too much work. She gives assignments and quizzes. It's assignments, discussions, quizzes. Like she gives 2 to 3 things in one day. That's what's going on with her. So now I got to get ready for another exam. Like she don't give me time to recuperate from the first ass whooping. She just hitting me back to back. Bam, bam, bam. I got an assignment to do for when I get off here. She gave us an assignment today. So I'm gonna just, when I get off of here, I'm gonna complete it. It's 3 questions. But her 3 questions be the longest. Like one question, when she's like, okay, for this, I want you to do this, this, and that. The first question, all her questions be like 3 paragraphs long. That's what's killing me. How in the hell you gonna ask a question, but you make it 3 paragraphs long? It's one question, but you're asking to do 3 or 4 or 5 things in one question. That's what had me so stressed out. Like, dog, as soon as I do one thing, so now she wants to, in the same question, do this, okay, and also do this, and make sure you go back to this for question number 2. Do this. So 3 questions end up being about 20 questions. But I ain't complaining. DeSoto County, oh wow. And DeSoto County might be blue because more Black people are moving down there to DeSoto County. That's South Haven, and I think Horn Lake, and yeah, and Olive Branch, Mississippi. Thank you, the Black Barbie. Thank you, Miss Muffin. Anyway, y'all, listen. Lord knows, like my brain has not been. I probably need to do another show on this. Because my brain has been so focused like on my work. I ain't even like, we get on here, we do shows and stuff. Oh, we get but we did a video on Trap. What's his name? Trap Galore. We did a video on Trap Galore. On Trap, is it Trap Galore? A Trap Lore. He does really good documentaries, right? Have y'all had? I saw where he was on Hernandez Govan's show. I saw where he was over there, and it was quite interesting, to say the least. It was interesting. Okay. It was interesting, and then I think he had issues with whatever he felt like. He said that what Trap Lore said about was it J Money or D Money, one of them, that it was inaccurate. Okay, so I guess he confronted him about it. And in the process of that, his phone rings, and then he put the person on the screen. It was Devin Burns. Okay. And Devin Burns gave some interesting information. Okay. He says that Devin Burns and I believe he said Devin Burns and J Money were the leaders of Trula. He says that he's never been the leader of Trula. Now, this is Quet said. Quet said he's never been a Trula member, never been the leader. J Money and Devin Burns has always been the leader of Trula Mafia. So, yeah, I mean, people was wondering what had happened to Devin, and I guess he just ended up being the leader of Trula. Because people thought Teasy was, but they clarified that Teasy wasn't when J Money and them unfortunately lost their lives. I guess. Well, Devin Burns was always a leader, so he wasn't the successor. He was one of the people that created the rules and the laws. They started it. He was one of the creators. So, I mean, even I didn't know that. I mean, that's interesting. That was interesting. So, that was a little interesting watch, to say the least. Y'all know the way my brain works. I ain't been able to really do no videos though. I kind of talk about it a little bit right now, but that was real interesting, to say the least. I wish I could play it, but I'm sure Quet would want me to play it so he could strike at me. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna play the video. Anyway, y'all, I would drop the link and tell you whoever want to come up to come up. But when I drop the link, nobody comes up. So she said he was bullying Trap. I don't know. it was weird. It really was. It was really weird. I don't know what he called himself was doing. But it was interesting, to say the least. It was interesting. I didn't get a chance to look at the whole thing, because I was really, when I ran into it last night, I had been studying. I was giving myself a break, and I came across that video, and then I looked at about 20 minutes of it, and then I went back to studying. So I found it interesting. Just it was interesting. Yeah. Let's see. If anybody want to come up, they can come up. I don't mind. Claire never say hello, kings and queens. Hey, Miss Clarinetta. I dropped the link if anybody want to come up. I'm trying to stay on for at least an hour and a half. If it gets interesting, I'll stay on for 2 hours, but I can't stay on past 2 hours because I got an assignment in philosophy that I got to turn in. It's 3 questions, but each question is asking you to do about 20 things. So that's going to be a damn 3 hour. 3 questions you easily work on for 3 hours with her, because it's an hour a damn question. He called Trap, as Trap said, to try to make Trap take back what he said in the video about J Money. I refuse to watch anything on Dickhead's channel. So did Trap Galore do a video on it? Or Trap? Is it Trap? It's Trap Lore, right? Hey, Marquette. I like that name, Marquette. Oh, we was just talking about Tony Allen and 201 Poplar and how active law enforcement is outside. Mm-hmm. But then I'm thinking about even with the situation I was saying, like over here, like where I live at, it's like I said, I don't even, if anybody was doing something they shouldn't, I don't know why they would want to live over here. It's nothing but, like, think it's a lawyer to live across from me, optometry student, and like it's nothing but the sheriff and the MPD. Like, they bring their cars home, so it ain't like they don't know. And I be seeing one, he sits on his balcony all the damn time. When I'm going to work, he be on that balcony. When I come home, he on that balcony. I'm trying to figure out when he works. Hell. And that will make a lot of sense too. He watches everything. It might be two of them over there. Might be two that are roommates. But it's beautiful over here, though. It's beautiful. But that's just too nosy for me. Shit, he ought to be out working. If it could stop being a reporter, you could clear your head and ask all your stuff. This is new to you right now, but you will be okay with all the prayers. Thank you, Miss Kawana. Yeah, and that's what I got to do. Like, even when we're doing exercising on just clearing our minds. Descartes, I think that's his name, Descartes, when he wanted to forget everything that he knew, but I don't want to forget everything I know, though. But we was doing exercises on that, on how do you know. See, this is the type of stuff you're doing in philosophy. How do you know that you are a living thing? See, stuff like that, like, what makes you know that you are a living thing? Because even though you say you are awake, how do you know that you're not asleep? Because you see things in your dreams as you would see things when you're woke. This is the type of shit she got us doing. So how do you know that when you're asleep, you're not actually awake? And you got to explain stuff like that. I don't want to be bothered with stuff like that. I know I'm asleep because I'm snoring, but I can't give that answer. I got to give a sophisticated philosophy answer. And all of her assignments has to be at least 150 words. 150 words through whatever, but it's got to be at least 150. So you cannot type something short on any assignment, any testing. Oh God, I'm scared of how many words we're gonna have to write in that essay. She'll mess around and ask for 1,000 words, which would be easy in an essay, though. Oh, I'm getting tired. I need my roast. Yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna be on for 5 more minutes. I dropped the link. If anybody want to come up, you can come up. I got an assignment to do, and I will stay on because the assignment is just 3 questions, but it's gonna take me 3 hours to do it because it's 20 things she asks per question. Okay, so I gotta let my brain unscramble and all of that to do her work. And she said to me, because we're always having we always have to have like FaceTime chats and stuff. And I was telling her, I was like, this has me stressed out. She was like, oh, your brain is not used to it. And she's gonna say, guess what though? When I finish with it, because all of the philosophy classes that I gotta take, because it's different types of philosophies. She is the teacher. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, oh my God. And I looked at her. She was like, well, I teach, the other ones that you need, I teach those too, so you don't have to worry about it. I was looking at her like, lady, you just ruined my day. She didn't know about it. When she said that, I said, oh my God. I was saying to myself, lady, you done ruined my day saying that. It ain't nothing good about that. I thought they're supposed to have more than one teacher that teaches a subject. I'm wondering why in the world would they get her to teach all of the philosophies? Oh my God. And she said, just look at it this way. She's like, what's your major? I said, pre-law. She was like, when I finish with you, you're going to be the best damn lawyer out there. I said, I don't want to be no lawyer. She said, well, now, let me ask you this. Why are you taking why are you getting a degree in law? I said, well, I like learning about, I like the laws. She said, well, this is a part of the process. I said, well, I didn't know this would be a part of the process. We ain't talking about no laws or nothing. Miss Memphis says, find someone else essays to get inspiration from. That's what I be doing when I have to think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Like, look at somebody else's essay and get inspiration from. Yeah. Now the essay I did on my history class last night, I aced that. I was so stressed out. I worked on that essay for 3 hours. That's why I did not come on. Guess what? I made a 100. I made a 100, not one mistake, nothing. I did it. I made a 100. And I'm gonna tell you something, because he was like, what they be looking for is to make sure that you no plagiarism or anything like that. I went and looked at some video. I did mine on the whiskey whiskey rebellion, the whiskey tax rebellion. I looked at some video and then I looked at I read some stuff. I've always been really good. Now that's been one of my strengths. I got a few strengths, okay? And one of them has always been, I always could write really good papers. And I was really good at I was really good. Yeah, I was really good at writing good papers. And I've always been really good at paraphrasing, because I was always scared of plagiarism. You know what I mean? I was always afraid of that. So I became really good when I was in school, in high school, and in junior high school too, with paraphrasing stuff, that going and reading it and knowing how to put it in my own words. So that's one of my strengths that I do have. The problem with this is they want you to do so many words. Like, that stresses me out, because I have to think about, okay, did I do the amount of words that I was supposed to do? Mm-hmm. Anyway, y'all just keep me in y'all's prayers. Now, my class is in on December the 15th, and then I'll get the opportunity to rest my brain for a good month before the next semester starts. So I feel like I just keep telling myself, I'm like, okay, I got a month and a couple weeks. That's all I got. A month and a couple more weeks, and I could just rest my brain. I could rest up, and then when the next semester start, I'll come back swinging. But I am not taking another philosophy class next semester. I'll take one in the summertime, but I need a break. So I think what I'm gonna do is next semester, I'm gonna take some law class. I'm gonna take some of the law classes. I'll go ahead and get those out of the way. As a matter of fact, I wonder if they got another class on studying the mind of serial killers. Those are my types of classes. I be trying to figure out why folks, okay, what makes people crazy. I do. You know, you could tell it. You could tell if a person is. You could tell a lot about a person with their eyes. Did y'all see the video? Y'all, people are losing their minds. Where a man, a girl met a man on a dating app, and he killed her online, and then showed her body to his friends. He showed it to his friends, and one of his friends ended up calling the police. That's true, the Black Barbie. That's true. You're right. I think, you know what? I think in this philosophy class, I have like a brain fog. I think I get scared that I'm not going to I start panicking each and every time we have an assignment. I think that's the problem. I start panicking and it affects everything else. Like with my history class, I know that I'm gonna make an A. So it's just easy. I already know. Now I didn't know how good I was gonna do on my essay. I know I could write real good. I knew I had. I mean, I knew I was gonna do good. I didn't know I was gonna make 100 though. He said it was perfect and no plagiarism because now they can tell, they could run your paperwork in some system to see if there's any plagiarism. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna get back on. I need to do my assignment. It's got to be in by 11:59 tonight, and then I'm gonna look at she's put up another assignment. So that one, the other assignment is due on the 9th. It's due on the 9th. So maybe if I get an early start, I won't be so stressed out because it take about 3 days to do her assignments. Whew. Anyway, y'all, I enjoyed being on here with you all tonight. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. I love you all. I'll talk to you later.